Hey, welcome back. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Yesterday we actually spoke about the mic not working and us having to buy a new one. Well, that's arrived, but we've also got a mystery package as well that we ordered yesterday and has arrived. We actually were supposed to speak about it yesterday, but we actually didn't because the mic ended up breaking, or we actually figured out the mic was broken. We had to order a new one. So one of these other packages is the other thing that you don't actually know about, but you will know about soon. So let's just get into it and open them. This video we're actually going to do a side-by-side comparison as well between the two mics, but I will open the other package and give a little bit of speaking about that just because it deserves it. So which package do you think I should open first? This one.
The left one.
Which one? Which side though? Your left or my left?
That one.
This one?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to go this one now. So I think I know which way around they are, to be fair.
I know which way around it is.
Yeah. So I could just be being a bit of an idiot here and making you wait to see which one's which. This one is
a box.
A box inside a box.
It's like past the parcel.
Is it going to be another box inside a box? No, it's not. So this one is let me unravel it. Ooh. Wood carving tools. So what I plan on doing, or at least trying out, is actually carving like spoons and stuff. I've seen it for a little while now, and I've always been a bit interested in it. When I was actually living in the flat, I was going to actually do this, but I ended up choosing to go with leather craft. So I ended up choosing to go with leather craft instead, just because obviously wood carving can make a bit of a mess. But the fact that we're now living in a van and we have solid flooring, I can either do it inside the van when it's raining and stuff, and then just sweep it out when I make the mess, or preferably I'll do it when it's not raining and I can just sit outside on the chair and just whittle away and stuff. So this is going to be really interesting to obviously mess about with and see where it goes. Basically I'm just going to start off by making some simple spoons and seeing what I can create. So this is kind of a little perfect thing if you're living in a small van and you want a little hobby or something, because it's literally all you need is that. I suppose you could probably actually need some oil and maybe a little bit of sandpaper, but again, don't take up a lot of room, which is obviously very good for a very small space. But yeah, I'll speak more about that in another video, obviously dedicated probably to actually testing out and seeing what it's like and stuff like that. This is just a cheap set. I think it cost me £15 from Amazon, so nothing too fancy. Not very good brand as far as I'm aware or anything like that, but they kind of look pretty snazzy. They've got like a wooden handle, obviously a metal blade. You've got a thin blade, which I imagine maybe for carving stuff, like fine carving I imagine. And then you've got your main like cutter blade, and then you've got this like the spoon blade, which you kind of scrape wood out and stuff with. And you've actually got I have no idea what that is. Maybe it's a sharpening block or something. I have no idea. Some little green thing. And then like a strap of big piece of leather. So yeah, that's what you get in that one. So let me just chuck that to the side. And this is obviously now the most important one, and the one that this video is going to carry on from, because we're going to actually test this when I open it on top of the camera, and we'll do a side-by-side comparison between the Rode VideoMic GO, which is on now, and the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, which will be on soon. Ooh. Probably should actually use a knife for this rather than scissors, but
yeah, it's kind of reminded me of that Mattia Poya video we watched yesterday about Peter McKinnon saying about how he was opening parcels all wrong with that.
Oh yeah, and there's me just like full on gripping the blade. Dun, da, da, da. There we go. That's the box. That side, back. I'm sure you don't really give two monkeys about how the box looks, to be honest. So I'm not going to speak about any of the specs or anything, to be honest, because I don't really know much about them. I'm not really that much of a techie person when it comes to this sort of stuff. Cameras, I'm a bit more techie, but microphones, I just wanted something that's good, reliable, and does the job, and a lot of people recommend, and that's what this is. So if you want to find out some more about the specs and stuff, then I suggest going and watch a different video that's a bit more techie and stuff, and a bit more like dedicated review of this. All I'm going to show you is just what it looks like, what you get in a box, and the comparison between this and the VideoMic GO. That's it. Because I don't really know how to set it up. I know you just plug it into the camera, turn it on, and that's about it. I'm not going to mess about with any of the settings right now. I probably will add that in the video though, but like myself, why I'm saying I'm not speaking like specs, because I'm going to have to go and watch another video to figure out how to actually set it up properly and see if there's any like settings that you need to make to optimize it or anything like that. The first comparison you're going to hear is just going to be straight up, this mic plugged straight into the camera, no settings changed, on auto audio settings in the camera as well. So it's just going to be a straight up comparison side by side. Let's get into it. They always put these little round stickers on. I always struggle getting in them.
Oh, now we've got the knife out. Scissors, now knife.
Big knife. There we go.
Super
Look
safe.
at that. That is why you should use a knife and not scissors. Yeah, so it's literally just the mic and the battery and a user manual or something, maybe.
Sounds like
God.
you use a user manual to get into the box.
You do. We didn't buy the what's it called, dead cat for this either. We got a dead cat on the Go, but we didn't get one for this one because we actually watched a video and it was a side-by-side comparison with just the sponge and then a dead cat, and this stinks, to be fair. But there was no difference. We couldn't hear any difference between this with a dead cat or this without a dead cat. Maybe there is, but the one video we watched, we couldn't tell a difference, so we didn't even bother buying a dead cat. We've kind of just stuck with a sponge. If we need to get one, we'll get one at a later date. So just slide off. Yeah, it just slides off. So maybe I can modify that one, to be fair, because with the dead cat that's on that, it looks very similar to this, except for this just has that like flat edge. So I'll have a look as well to see if I can actually just modify the dead cat that I've already got on there and see if I can get it to fit on this, because that would be pretty cool and will save us £30. So yeah, so there's the actual mic. Quick look around, it has all your buttons on the back and stuff. The battery goes at the front. You just press your 2 clips in there and that folds down, slide your battery in and then clip it back on. Let me get the battery out. Probably the best thing about this, to be fair, it's an actual rechargeable battery and it's lithium ion as well, so obviously it will hold more charge and actually be better. So let's actually just shove this in. Which way around does it go? That way. That way? I think it's that way. Yeah, there we go. And then just press the button. Oh, don't tell me it's dead flat. Or have I just got it? I kind of got it in the wrong way. This is why you should read instructions as well, but I never read instructions. We'll figure it out. Ah, there you go. So you just press and hold, and now I've got a blue light on it. So it's on. I'm just going to turn it off. All the audio you've heard up to now in the video has been with the Rode VideoMic GO, and then I'm just going to swap this right now. So the audio you're hearing now is from the Pro Plus. Can you tell a difference? I don't know, because I haven't heard it myself. I'll obviously hear it when I get into the editing suite, but can you hear a difference? I imagine you can, to be honest, because all the reviews I've watched, it seems like a huge jump between this, which is the Rode VideoMic GO. This is the dead cat we had on it. I'm going to try and see if I can get this to fit on that. I don't know if I'll be able to or not, but I'm going to give it a crack. But yeah, so this is what we was using before. To be fair, it did as good. It weren't really that bad. It was mainly just the fact that there was a slight hissing in the background. Like I said in yesterday's video, I'm not sure if you could hear that or if it was just I could hear it when I was editing it, because I did try and turn it down a bit when I was obviously editing, but I could still hear it when I had it on max volume. I don't know if that was the same, obviously, when you was listening to it or not, so if it was, just let me know in the comments below, because it'll be interesting to see if you could hear that, because obviously I couldn't hear it so much when I looked it back, but when I was editing I could hear it, so obviously that'll be some valuable feedback if you could give me that. But the major flaw that obviously made us get rid of this and just invest in that was the fact that obviously we lost some footage, and we've lost it a couple of times, to be fair, from where it sounds like almost you've got a dodgy connection, like it's not quite plugged in right. Now when you have your headphones and you don't plug them in quite right and then they go really crackly and really like distorted and horrible, that's exactly what we was getting when we got back to Premiere and was looking at the footage. That's exactly how it was. So that's what I thought it was at first. I like unplugged it, blew on it, plugged it back in thinking that would work, and usually it did work. But not all the time it wouldn't, and then it'd come back just randomly, like without even unplugging it, so there couldn't have been any dirt get on this or inside the hole or anything like that. So I don't know if it's just this mic playing up, but from what I've seen, it seems quite a common issue that these mics do play up quite a lot. So I probably wouldn't go with this one, to be fair. If I was going to go with a cheap one, or one around this sort of price, I'd go with the VideoMic Pro. From what I've seen from that, it seems like it's got better reviews and it doesn't have as much hissing problems. It doesn't pick up the audio same as this one, but then I wouldn't expect it to, for obviously the price difference. You know what I mean? You're looking at £60 compared to £230, so obviously it's a huge price difference. So I would expect a big difference in quality. We haven't obviously tested the settings in this yet, like trying to manipulate them or anything like that. I will watch a video now though and actually check, see if I've got all the settings right. We usually just run it on auto inside the camera, because obviously we're doing a lot of this vlogging sort of stuff. I don't have to constantly keep checking audio levels and stuff, and obviously Tab has no idea about that. So that'll be a whole new subject I'll have to teach her about. I'm still just teaching her about composition and lights and all that sort of stuff, so I just want to keep it basic for the time being. But I'm hoping this obviously will improve the quality a lot as it is. There is like the plus 20 on there that I've seen a lot of people, like, or I've seen a few people actually recommend maybe putting on plus 20. So I'm just going to watch a few videos and just kind of see what they're using, like the settings wise and stuff like that, because I really want to keep it on auto. I don't really want to mess about with audio levels, because obviously if you've got the camera around and you're recording yourself, you don't have to be fiddling about. I know it's touchscreen, so it makes it a lot easier, but I still don't want to be fiddling about like changing audio levels and stuff like that. I kind of would just like it to do it itself, and then I can just kind of manipulate it a little bit in post if I need to. But this, yeah, like I said, there wasn't much with this. It was kind of just that major flaw really that made us actually invest in getting this mic, because if we're travelling around, the last thing you want is to have like once in a lifetime moment or something, like in the video yesterday where Tab was obviously pulling the poo face when she was doing that. Like, can you imagine if the audio had just gone on that? Oh, I'd have been devastated. So that alone is like the main reason why we invested in this mic, so we don't have any more of these issues. So I'm going to go watch a video now and see if we can actually set it up a little bit better, or see if that is set up enough and you don't need to do any more work to it. Hopefully that is the case, but we'll find out when I watch a few videos, and I'll come back and show you in a minute.
So just watched a few YouTube videos. Liam's now behind the camera, he knows what he's doing a bit more than I do. I still have no idea. But we're currently recording on the VideoMic GO, and we're recording in auto settings. Now we're going to change over to the Pro Plus. So now we're on the Pro Plus. We're in auto settings again, and we're doing it so we can have a side-to-side comparison between that one and the Rode VideoMic GO. So at the minute we're recording in auto, we're going to change it over to manual and see if there's much difference. So now we're in manual. We've only changed the settings on the back of the camera. We haven't actually touched any of the settings at the back of the mic, but can you tell the difference? So Liam's been messing about with the camera. I have no idea what he's done, but he's told me that we're still in manual, and all he's done is just changed the mic and added it to 20 dB. Can you tell any difference now? So now he's added the high frequency boost with the 20 dB. Can you tell the difference now? So we've now added the high pass filter at 75. Is there any difference? We've now changed the high pass filter to 150. Is there any difference now? So we've now changed the camera back into auto. We've got the high frequency boost on and the high pass filter on at 75. Is there any difference? We want to keep it in auto really, because we want the camera to be a pick up and go. So we need to mess about with the settings so we can make the mic fit us. So we hope this side-by-side comparison helped, but we're going to end the video here for today. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.